Ring cameras have captured all sorts of things, but what is this? The Florida homeowner thinks it looks like a baby dinosaur, just like something out of Jurassic Park.
From habitat destruction to catastrophic events, countless species have vanished since the dawn of time. Dinosaurs, the undisputed titans of their era, with their razor-sharp claws, bone-crushing jaws, and impenetrable armor, met their demise millions of years ago, leaving behind only fossilized remains and a legacy of marvel and mystery. But recent claims and alleged footage suggest these prehistoric giants might not be entirely extinct. Join us as we show you 15 times dinosaurs were caught on camera. Number 15. Dimorphodons in the sky. When we gaze upward, we are greeted by a familiar sight: the graceful dance of birds, the drifting clouds, and the occasional airplane streaking across the canvas of the sky. But imagine if the skies were once again dominated by creatures from a bygone era. Ancient flying reptiles soaring on leathery wings. Recent events have turned this hypothetical scenario into a startling reality. Dimorphodons, a species of small, fish-eating pterosaurs, have been sighted flying over Japan, captivating both local residents and the scientific community. These ancient reptiles, thought to have vanished millions of years ago during the early Jurassic period, have seemingly returned to reclaim their place in the skies. Dimorphodons were characterized by their compact, lightly built skulls, which featured large bulbous tips and prominent interlocking front teeth. These teeth, combined with their long, slender jaws, were perfectly adapted for catching and holding slippery fish, which likely formed a significant part of their diet. The Dimorphodon's name, meaning two-formed tooth, refers to the distinct difference in size and shape between its front and back teeth. These pterosaurs had a wingspan of about 4.5 feet and weighed approximately 2 pounds. Their bodies were covered in a furry coat of short, hair-like filaments called pycnofibers, which may have provided insulation and streamlining for flight. Dimorphodons had long, flexible necks and a relatively large head compared to their body size. Their wings were formed by a membrane of skin, muscle, and other tissues that stretched from their elongated fourth finger to their hind limbs. The recent sighting of Dimorphodons in Japanese skies has captivated scientists and the public alike. Passengers aboard a cruise ship were enjoying their day when these prehistoric creatures decided to make their tour unforgettable. They witnessed the Dimorphodons firsthand, capturing footage of several small, winged beings with elongated tails and prominent front teeth, soaring and diving, likely hunting for fish. Number 14. Sightings of mosasaurs in the Pacific. The tranquil waters of the Pacific Ocean have been stirred by an astonishing revelation. Mosasaurs, the formidable marine reptiles that ruled the Cretaceous seas, may still roam the depths today. The Department of Prehistoric Wildlife has confirmed multiple sightings of these ancient predators, long thought to have been lost to extinction 66 million years ago. The recent 2022 footage and eyewitness accounts describe colossal, serpentine creatures with elongated skulls and powerful tails breaching the surface and navigating the open waters, challenging our understanding of the very nature of extinction itself. Among the most extraordinary reports is that of a mosasaur, codenamed Mosa, which was allegedly spotted hunting in tandem with a pod of orcas, targeting great white sharks as their prey. Mosasaurs were a diverse group of marine reptiles that adapted to life in the oceans. They were not dinosaurs, but were more closely related to modern-day lizards and snakes. These formidable predators ranged in size from 10 to over 56 feet in length and weighed up to 15 tons. Their streamlined bodies were well suited for swimming, with powerful tails that propelled them through the water and paddled limbs that provided steering and stability. One of the mosasaurs' most striking features was their elongated conical skulls, which were filled with sharp conical teeth. These teeth, combined with their strong jaws and powerful neck muscles, allowed them to grasp and tear apart their prey, which included fish, sharks, and even other marine reptiles. Some species of mosasaurs, such as the Tylosaurus, were apex predators in their ecosystems, capable of taking down prey as large as giant sea turtles and plesiosaurs. Number 13. Pterodactyls in Congo and Zambia. In the remote regions of Congo and Zambia, locals have been telling tales of a terrifying creature known as the Kongamato for generations. This feared beast is described as a colossal, reptilian bird with leathery wings devoid of feathers, a horrifyingly elongated beak or snout lined with razor-sharp teeth, and a diamond-tipped tail. The name Kongamado translates to breaker of boats in the local language, a fitting moniker given that most of the reported attacks on villagers occur near bodies of water such as rivers and lakes. While the idea of a pterodactyl-like creature may seem like a fantastical cryptid legend to outsiders, for the inhabitants of these regions, the Kongamado is a terrifyingly real animal. Villagers have returned to their communities with gruesome wounds, claiming to have been assaulted by the Kongamado while fishing or near water sources. The striking similarities between the descriptions of the Kongamado and the known characteristics of pterodactyls, as revealed by fossilized remains, suggest that these flying dinosaurs may indeed be the culprits behind the attacks. Pterodactyls were known to be piscivorous, meaning they primarily fed on fish. This fact aligns perfectly with the reported behavior of the Kongamado, which seems to target fishermen and those in close proximity to water. The first documented encounter with this creature dates back to 1932, when American zoologist Ivan Sanderson claimed to have been attacked by a toothed monster. Sanderson managed to escape by diving into a river and firing his revolver at the creature, but the flying beast was unaffected by the bullets and simply flew away, leaving the zoologist terrified but unharmed. Number 12. Dino in backyard in Florida. A woman in Florida recently captured footage of what she believed to be a baby dinosaur running through her backyard. The sighting, which occurred in the early hours of the morning, has sparked intense speculation and debate about the possibility of living dinosaurs in the modern era. The woman, who was reviewing security footage from her property, noticed a small, bipedal creature darting across her lawn. The animal, which appeared to be about 2 feet tall and 3 feet long, had a slender, elongated body, a long tail, and powerful hind legs that it used to move with great agility and speed. Upon closer examination, the creature's physical characteristics seemed to closely resemble those of a young raptor, a type of small, predatory dinosaur known for its intelligence, speed, and sharp, curved claws. Raptors, such as the well-known velociraptor, were feathered theropods that lived during the Cretaceous period, approximately 75 to 71 million years ago. The sighting quickly gained attention on social media and local news outlets, sparking a flurry of speculation and debate. Some viewers were convinced that the footage depicted a genuine dinosaur, citing the creature's distinctive morphology and movements as evidence of its prehistoric origins. Others, however, remained skeptical, suggesting that the animal in question was more likely a modern-day bird or reptile that had been misidentified or obscured by the low-light conditions. Number 11. Caged Lystrosaurus in a slaughterhouse. In a shocking discovery, a Lystrosaurus was found caged in a slaughterhouse in Malta. Recently, this footage got leaked, which shows what looks like an illegal slaughterhouse with a Lystrosaurus in a dimly lit setting. This might be part of a black market for exotic creatures. This small, mammal-like reptile, known for its chubby appearance and lizard-like body, was believed to have gone extinct during the Triassic-Jurassic extinction event around 201 million years ago. However, the recent sighting suggests that this resilient creature may have somehow survived the mass extinction that wiped out most of its contemporaries. The Lystrosaurus, whose name means shovel lizard, was a herbivorous synapsid that lived during the early Triassic period. It had a stocky build, with a body length ranging from 2 to 3 feet and a weight of approximately 100 to 200 pounds. The Lystrosaurus had a distinctive beak-like mouth, which it used to crop tough vegetation, and its body was covered in thick, scaly skin. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Lystrosaurus is its ability to survive the Permian-Triassic extinction event, also known as the Great Dying. This catastrophic event wiped out an estimated 96% of marine species and 70% of terrestrial vertebrate species. The Lystrosaurus, however, managed to thrive in the aftermath of this global catastrophe, possibly due to its adaptable nature and ability to burrow underground to escape harsh environmental conditions. This gives hope to enthusiasts that maybe the Lystrosaurus may have survived the mass extinction and lived to this day. However, the footage of it in a slaughterhouse raises more questions than answers. Number 10. Mokele-Mbembe. Deep within the heart of the Congo, whispers of a legendary creature known as Mokele-Mbembe have captivated the imaginations of locals and explorers alike. This enigmatic beast, whose name translates to the one who stops the flow of rivers, is said to be a surviving member of the long-extinct sauropod dinosaurs, a group of herbivorous giants that once roamed the Earth during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Eyewitness accounts describe Mokele-Mbembe as a massive creature, rivaling the size of an elephant. It is said to possess a long, serpentine neck, a single tooth, and a powerful, muscular tail. The creature's herbivorous nature is reflected in its name, which suggests an ability to halt the flow of rivers as it feeds on the lush vegetation along the riverbanks. One of the most famous encounters with Mokele-Mbembe was reported by German explorer Gustave Lecointe in 1909. During an expedition in the Congo, Lecointe claimed to have witnessed a large, long-necked creature swimming in a river. He described the animal as being approximately the size of an elephant, with a long neck and solitary tooth. Additionally, Lecointe noted that the creature had a hump on its back and a tail that matched its body in length. Number 9. Loch Ness Monster. The legend of the Loch Ness Monster, affectionately known as Nessie, has captivated the imaginations of people around the world for generations. This elusive creature, said to inhabit the murky depths of Loch Ness in the Scottish Highlands, has been the subject of countless sightings, investigations, and debates, yet its existence remains unproven. Descriptions of the Loch Ness Monster vary, but most accounts portray it as a large, serpentine creature with a long neck, small head, and one or more humps protruding from the water. Some eyewitnesses have reported seeing flippers or paddles, suggesting that the creature may be a type of aquatic reptile or mammal. The first recorded sighting of the Loch Ness Monster dates back to the 6th century, when Irish monk St. Columba is said to have encountered a giant beast in the River Ness. However, it wasn't until the 1930s that the legend of Nessie truly captured the public's imagination, following a series of high-profile sightings and the publication of the infamous surgeon's photograph, which purported to show the creature's head and neck emerging from the loch. Many theories have been proposed to explain the Loch Ness Monster sightings. Some suggest that the creature may be a surviving species of plesiosaur, a type of long-necked marine reptile that lived during the Jurassic and Cretaceous periods. Others believe that the sightings can be attributed to misidentifications of known animals, such as seals, otters, or large fish, or to natural phenomena like boat wakes or wind-driven waves. One of the most famous sightings of the Loch Ness Monster occurred in 1934, when London surgeon Robert Kenneth Wilson photographed what appeared to be the creature's head and neck emerging from the water. The photograph, which became known as the surgeon's photograph, was widely regarded as the best evidence of Nessie's existence. Number 8. Pterosaur spotted over Idaho. Pterosaur, a flying relative of dinosaurs, was recently spotted soaring over the skies of Idaho, USA. This sighting has left the world in disbelief, as pterosaurs were thought to have gone extinct alongside the iconic Tyrannosaurus rex during the Cretaceous-Paleogene extinction event around 66 million years ago. Pterosaurs, often referred to as flying reptiles, were a diverse group of ancient vertebrates that ruled the skies during the Mesozoic era. They ranged in size from small, sparrow-like creatures to massive behemoths with wingspans of over 30 feet. Pterosaurs had hollow bones, which helped them achieve flight, and their wings were formed by a membrane of skin, muscle, and other tissues that stretched from their elongated fourth finger to their hind limbs. The pterosaur spotted over Idaho was described as having a wingspan of approximately 10 feet and a slender, elongated beak filled with sharp, pointed teeth. Eyewitnesses reported seeing the creature gracefully soaring through the air, its wings silently slicing through the wind as it effortlessly navigated the sky. Number 7. Ornithomimosaur caught on camera in Russia. An ornithomimosaur, a dinosaur resembling a modern-day ostrich, was allegedly caught on camera in Russia. The video, which was purportedly taken 30 years ago by KGB headquarters, has recently surfaced, sparking intense debate and speculation about the possible survival of this ancient species. Ornithomimosaurs, whose name means bird mimic lizards, were a group of theropod dinosaurs that lived during the Cretaceous period, approximately 145 to 66 million years ago. These dinosaurs were characterized by their long, slender necks, small heads, and long, powerful hind legs, which gave them an appearance similar to that of modern ostriches. Ornithomimosaurs were generally fast runners, with some species capable of reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. The video from Russia shows a large bipedal creature with a long neck and small head, running swiftly across a barren landscape. The creature's movements and overall appearance closely resemble those of an ornithomimosaur, leading many to believe that this could be evidence of a living dinosaur in the modern era. However, the authenticity of the video has been called into question, given its alleged origin and the lack of clear, high-quality footage. Some skeptics argue that the video could be a hoax, created using special effects or computer-generated imagery. Others point to the possibility of misidentification, suggesting that the creature in the video could be a large flightless bird, such as an ostrich or emu, rather than a genuine ornithomimosaur. Number 6. Baryonyx in Mexico. Baryonyx, a large, crocodile-snouted fish-eating dinosaur, was recently spotted in Mexico. This sighting has left the world in awe, as the Baryonyx was thought to have gone extinct during the early Cretaceous period, approximately 130 to 125 million years ago. The Baryonyx, whose name means heavy claw, was a theropod dinosaur known for its distinctive appearance and specialized hunting techniques. Measuring up to 33 feet in length and weighing up to 2 tons, the Baryonyx had a long, narrow snout filled with an array of small, sharp teeth, perfectly adapted for catching and holding slippery fish. One of the most striking features of the Baryonyx was its large, hook-like claw on the first finger of each hand. This formidable claw, which could grow up to 12 inches long, was likely used to spear and capture fish and to defend against potential predators. The Baryonyx's elongated jaws and conical teeth, combined with its muscular neck and powerful forelimbs, made it a highly efficient piscivore, able to hunt in both shallow waters and on land near rivers and lakes. The recent sighting of a Baryonyx in Mexico has sparked intense interest and speculation among the scientific community and the public. Eyewitnesses describe a large bipedal dinosaur with a crocodile-like snout and a prominent claw on each hand, which matches the description of a Baryonyx. Now it's time for today's subscriber pick. Amidst the sun-drenched morning landscape of 1950s Utah, a lone traveler stumbled upon a remarkable sight. According to this individual's account, while journeying through the area, an extraordinary creature crossed the road in front of him. He managed to capture a fleeting, blurry black and white photograph of the creature before it vanished back into the wilderness. The creature bore a striking resemblance to a Tyrannosaurus rex, though notably smaller in size. Some have theorized that this creature could be a Moros intrepidus, a small, early tyrannosaur, and ancestor of the mighty T-Rex. The Moros intrepidus is known to have inhabited what is now Utah during the late Cretaceous period, making it a plausible candidate for the creature in the photograph. However, skeptics remain unconvinced, dismissing the photograph as a hoax or a case of mistaken identity. What do you think? Is this a genuine dinosaur sighting or an elaborate hoax? Let us know in the comments. Number 5. Velociraptor in a forest. The velociraptor, a name that translates to swift Caesar, was a fast, feathered bipedal predator that lived during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 75 to 71 million years ago. This dinosaur was smaller than often depicted in popular media, measuring about 6.8 feet in length, 1.6 feet in height at the hip, and weighing around 33 pounds. One of the most striking features of the velociraptor was its feathered body. While it was not capable of flight, the presence of feathers suggests that it may have used them for display, insulation, or even to help maintain balance while running. The velociraptor had a long, stiff tail that acted as a counterbalance, allowing it to make quick turns and maintain agility while pursuing prey. The velociraptor's skull was elongated and narrow, with a pronounced snout. Its jaws were lined with sharp, serrated teeth, perfectly adapted for tearing flesh. The dinosaur's arms, though relatively short compared to its body size, were strong and featured 3-fingered hands with sharp, curved claws. These claws, particularly the enlarged killing claw on the second toe of each foot, were used to grasp and tear at prey. Despite its small size, the velociraptor was a formidable hunter, likely preying on small to medium-sized dinosaurs and other animals. Its keen senses, including excellent vision and hearing, combined with its speed and agility, made it a highly effective predator in the ancient ecosystems of what is now Asia and North America. In a shocking and seemingly impossible turn of events, a creature bearing a striking resemblance to a velociraptor was recently captured on camera in a Missouri forest. A local hunter, intrigued by strange nocturnal sounds emanating from the woods, strategically placed trail cameras to investigate. One night, a blurry figure matching the general description of a velociraptor darted across the frame, disappearing in the blink of an eye. Further footage captured the enigmatic creature during daylight hours, adding another layer of mystery to this extraordinary encounter. Number 4. Compsognathus caught in a trap. When a family in Oregon set out to trap rats and rodents, little did they know that their efforts would yield a catch far more astonishing than they could have ever anticipated. Much to their surprise, they found themselves in possession of a living, breathing dinosaur. A Compsognathus, to be precise. The small, bipedal creature, visibly enraged by its entrapment, thrashed about in a frenzied attempt to escape its self-induced prison, its fury palpable to all who bore witness to the extraordinary scene. The Compsognathus, affectionately known as Compy, was a diminutive predatory dinosaur that roamed the Earth approximately 146 million years ago, during the late Jurassic period. Despite its relatively small size, measuring only about 3 feet in length from snout to tail tip, the Compy has captured the imaginations of countless dinosaur enthusiasts and has been frequently featured in novels and popular media. As a scavenger, the Compsognathus likely subsisted on a diet of small animals and the remnants of meals left behind by larger predators. Its slender, agile body was well adapted for swift movement and quick turns, with 2 long, powerful hind legs and a lengthy tail that provided balance and stability. The Compy's forefeet, each bearing 2 clawed digits, were instrumental in grasping and tearing apart its food. Intriguingly, recent fossil discoveries have revealed that some specimens of Compsognathus possessed a third, more developed finger on each forefoot. This evolutionary adaptation suggests that the Compy was undergoing a process of gradual anatomical refinement, hinting at the relentless march of natural selection and the endless potential for species to adapt and transform over time. Number 3. Carnotaurus sighted in Peru. The Carnotaurus, a fearsome predatory dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, has long been known to scientists through the study of fossils. However, a recent sighting in a remote region of Peru suggests that this remarkable creature may have survived the mass extinction event. Carnotaurus, whose name means meat-eating bull, was a large theropod dinosaur that lived in what is now South America. It was characterized by its distinctive horns above the eyes, which were likely used for display or combat with other Carnotaurus. The dinosaur also had a short, deep skull and powerful jaws lined with sharp, serrated teeth, making it well adapted for a carnivorous lifestyle. One of the most striking features of Carnotaurus was its unusually small forelimbs, which were even shorter in proportion to its body size than those of the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex. Despite this, the Carnotaurus was a formidable predator, thanks to its strong, muscular hind legs that allowed it to run at high speeds in pursuit of prey. Carnotaurus was a relatively large dinosaur, measuring up to 26 feet in length and weighing as much as 1.5 tons. Its body was covered in scaly skin, with rows of small, bony bumps running down its back and tail, providing some protection against the teeth and claws of other predators. The recent sighting of a Carnotaurus in Peru has reignited interest in the possibility of living dinosaurs. According to eyewitness accounts, the creature was spotted in a remote, arid region of the country, where it appeared to be hunting for prey. Considering the Carnotaurus's imposing size and agility, few modern animals would pose a threat, making it an apex predator in its environment. Number 2. Ankylosaurus in California. The Ankylosaurus, a heavily armored herbivorous dinosaur from the late Cretaceous period, has long captured the imaginations of paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike. With its distinctive, tank-like appearance and formidable defenses, the Ankylosaurus was one of the most remarkable and well-adapted creatures of its time. Ankylosaurus was a large, quadrupedal dinosaur that measured up to 30 feet in length and weighed as much as 6 tons. Its body was covered in a series of bony plates and spikes, providing a formidable defense against predators. The most striking feature of the Ankylosaurus was its massive bony tail club, which could grow up to 3 feet in length and was likely used as a powerful weapon in combat. The Ankylosaurus's head was also well protected, with a thick, bony skull and small, deep-set eyes. Its mouth was filled with small, leaf-shaped teeth, which it used to grind up tough vegetation. The dinosaur's neck was short and stout, and its limbs were strong and sturdy, allowing it to support its heavy armor and move with surprising agility. Despite its impressive defenses, the Ankylosaurus was a relatively peaceful dinosaur, preferring to avoid confrontation whenever possible. It likely lived in small herds or family groups, grazing on low-growing vegetation in the forests and floodplains of western North America. In a remarkable turn of events, a living Ankylosaurus was recently spotted in California, drinking from a stream in a remote wooded area. The sighting has sent shockwaves through the scientific community and has raised profound questions about the survival and adaptation of dinosaurs in the modern world. According to eyewitness accounts, the Ankylosaurus was a massive, imposing creature, with a body length of around 25 feet and an estimated weight of over 5 tons. Its armor plating was a mottled gray and brown, helping it to blend in with the dappled sunlight and shadows of the forest. Number 1. Baby dinosaurs on the beach. A mesmerizing video has recently taken the internet by storm, depicting what appears to be a group of miniature dinosaurs scampering along a sandy shore. The 14-second clip, which has been widely shared across social media platforms, showcases these enigmatic creatures darting towards the shoreline, their movements uncannily reminiscent of young sauropods, the iconic long-necked dinosaurs that captivated the imaginations of people worldwide. The resemblance is so striking that, upon initial viewing, many viewers found themselves utterly confused, unable to distinguish between reality and fantasy. The lifelike portrayal of these pint-sized prehistoric creatures left some expressing genuine amazement, marveling at the possibility that dinosaurs might indeed still walk among us. However, some believe that the creatures in the footage are not relatives of the long-extinct giants of the Mesozoic era, but rather are koalas, small, diurnal mammals native to the Americas. These agile and inquisitive creatures, also known as coatimundus, are part of the Procyon family, which includes raccoons and kinkajous. Coatis can be found across diverse habitats, from the lush rainforests of South America to the arid landscapes of the southwestern United States. Unlike the colossal dinosaurs they were initially mistaken for, coatis are considerably smaller, typically weighing between 4 to 8 pounds and measuring roughly 20 to 30 inches in length. Their long ringed tails and elongated snouts are distinctive features that set them apart. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.